Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Ahsoka, you guys. I cannot wait for this episode. I have literally been counting down the days, hours, minutes, and seconds to this moment. Because to leave me on what they left me last time, it left me reeling. It really did. I just like, I'm still emotional about it. I have tissue because I know this is going to be, it's going to be a lot, you guys. It's going to be a lot. I cannot wait. I will briefly get into my thoughts on last week before we get started on today's up. But before I do that, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you're joining me on those YouTubes, I really hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. It helps me and my channel a whole lot. So thank you in advance for that. All right, guys. I'm going to start with something that isn't the obvious, like, ending that sent me into orbit. But the rest of the episode was really fantastic as well. The whole thing set up so great. I really noticed it a lot more upon editing it, that like we start off with Ahsoka and Sabine kind of like trying to communicate and sort of like still not, I feel like still sort of like at arm's length with each other a little bit. And, you know, kind of starting with this running theme of like, can I count on you? And just having that sort of play out throughout the whole episode. The fights were amazing. I love the fight with Ahsoka and Baylan. It was so well done. The choreography on the show has been just mwah, chef's kiss. The pacing of the fights and everything's been so good. I really like that Baylan he's absolutely like, and you guys have been telling me this, like, he's not a Sith, he's not a Sith, he's not a Sith. And I get that, and I really feel like the way that he's portraying this character is so getting that across without, like, nobody's come out and said that, you know what I mean? I mean, there are certainly context clues and everything, but I just really like his demeanor and his way and the way that the actor played this, and I think it's a terrible shame that he did not get to live to see the show and the response that, because everyone I know has been like, he is phenomenal. So very, very sad that the actor did not get to live to see that, but I do think that he's doing a great job. And I like that, like, even then in that scene with Sabine, at first I was like, oh, he's totally manipulating, and you guys were like, no, but like, listen, he's not like a Sith promising you pie in the sky and then he's going to double cross you. Like, there is a sort of sincerity, like a genuine nature behind what he's saying and what he's promising, and he intends to follow through on it. Like, there is some kind of respect for his word and his, like, estimation. You know what I mean? So I think that's really cool. The whole final, like, oh man, it just, because I expected the whole time, I'm like, something cool's gonna happen. So Ahsoka's she's hanging off the cliff, she's gonna jump out. She and Sabine had the whole thing planned. And just like one after another, you're like, oh my God, it's not happening. Oh my God, that's not happening. Oh my God, Sabine really did this. I just want to be clear, I really don't blame Sabine. I really don't. Like, they are all each other has. We know this from Rebels that, like, we do what we have to do for each other, you know what I mean? I get that, and I really do believe that she was hoping to get the upper hand at some point anyway. Like, she wasn't just, like, completely surrendering, you know, but in that moment, she was playing the best hand that she thought she had. But yeah, I mean, and I get Ahsoka's point of view too, because this really is so big. It's such a bigger picture scenario, and I get it. I don't want to say it's bigger than, because like at the end of the day, I feel like the Rebels crew has gotten by on so many situations because of like their love and devotion to each other. While yes, you know, absolutely doing the greater good as well. Like, clearly. But at the same time, like, I don't want to belittle that, because that is everything. You know what I mean? But I do get that there's a very much bigger picture scenario here as well. And I get that. I think they're both right. But I don't know how Ahsoka's gonna see it when she gets back. Oh yeah, Hera leading the charge to come in, and that was great as well. Jason showing a little bit of that Force sensitivity. And last but not least, I had heard rumors that he was coming back, but no part of me put together that, like, he could 1000% come back as a Force ghost. And I don't know why. Like, I just kind of assumed he'd be coming back in a flashback, which would also be really cool. To think that they are going to actually have the discussion that I so wish they could have had, that they will say the things to each other that I know they've both been dying to say. When he came on and he was like, Snips, I just, like, my heart just broke in two. My heart just broke in two. I cannot wait, you guys. I cannot wait. I can't even, like, sit here and tell you, like, I can't even sit here and crystallize everything I want to say about that, because I'm so eager to get into the episode and see where that's all going, that I think maybe I'll just wrap it up here and we'll go ahead and jump into the next episode of Ahsoka. Let's do this. Oh, and there's the, okay. There's the broken up. I don't suppose there's any way to fix it. I don't know. I might be asking for too much. Is it Ahsoka? Is she climbing her way back up? Oh, he just found the helmet. Does he know she...
to stay together.
Dang it.
But they never listen.
Oh, look at his eyes. Sad.
They never listen.
He's got to feel an awful lot about what happened during the Clone Wars. He's got to feel an awful lot. What do you sense, sweetheart? He must sense something.
Anakin. You look the same.
You look old.
That's just what Rex said.
Well, that happens.
That's just what they said.
You still have a chance.
She can go back.
I'm here to finish your training.
A little late for that.
It's never too late.
One is never too old to learn, Snips.
I can't believe this is happening.
What's the lesson, Master?
Live. Or die.
Oh.
I won't
Okay.
let you.
I've heard that before.
Oh my. Oh, don't cut away. Don't.
Senator Organa says she can only give us cover for so long.
Mom,
What if
Not
you
now,
let...
Jason.
benefit
Benefit when people ask.
but
What if
Mom,
he can help?
there's something about the water.
Is it not water? Is it actually a portal to the world between worlds?
Listen, I am. No, listen to the waves.
He's on to something. Hold it. There's
The
something else.
lightsabers.
He can hear their duel? Bro! They're playing the song. Oh my god, my back is tingling like a mother right now. Oh my goodness. Can she hear it? He can hear it.
Jason has abilities. His father, Kanan Jarrus, was a Jedi.
You enjoy heaven up
We
there.
better get on.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Looks like you don't have much left to offer.
Is
I
that
haven't taught
so?
you everything
No! No. Tell me this is not... Tell me this... Hold on a second. What are we doing?
Master!
Holy crap. Holy crap! Oh my god! It's Ahsoka! We're back in the Clone Wars, you guys! Oh my god! Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Look at his hair! Look at his hair!
One of our first missions. Why are we here?
You tell me.
'Cause there's significance here. What do you have to learn from this?
Gotta keep up.
Holy crap, it's Clone Wars Anakin. Yeah, in more ways than one. In more ways than one. The hand. Oh. Oh my goodness. You could tell she's really, especially at this like young age, she's feeling it. She's feeling the loss and the heartache. So much death and
We lost
destruction.
so many.
Yeah.
There's always a price to be paid.
It was my fault. They were following my orders. I
This is war, Ahsoka.
Yeah, it is.
As Jedi, it's our job to lead. That doesn't mean we don't make mistakes.
But our mistakes cost lives. That doesn't bother you?
Of course it does.
This isn't what I trained for.
We must adjust to the times. Look, when Obi-Wan taught me, we were keepers of the peace. But now,
Right.
in this war,
They had to become
teach you to be a
generals.
soldier.
Soldiers.
Is that all I'll have to teach my own Padawan one day? How to fight.
You know, teaching's not all it's cracked up to be.
What makes you say that?
What are you saying?
I'm joking.
You're joking.
Yeah, I'm joking.
How can you joke at a time like this?
Listen, I'm teaching you how to lead, how to
Hmm.
survive.
Yeah.
To do that, you're going to have to fight.
What is he getting at here? I feel like maybe he's trying to show her. Maybe she doesn't know how to do that now. Oh, maybe that's the thing. Maybe she needs to take a different approach here, but she doesn't know how to. And Clone Wars Anakin, good God. Oh! 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 Wow, what a visual. He prepared her for war, not necessarily for this, you know?
I was surprised they changed their mind and approved your mission.
Oh, they
Anyway. He's like, what now?
good at doing.
You do things your way because you care. This is why people like you.
It's true. was that a compliment? Hoo yang!
Tenacious.
Oh yeah.
So was her master.
Yeah? What was he like?
Oh?
Intense.
Intense is a good way to put it. Intense is a good way to put it.
Chopper thinks he has something heading 323 Mark 157.
Copy. Check it out.
Ooh, okay. Oh man. Wow. Oh, this is. Oh. Oh my God.
Nice work, Commander. We'll secure the perimeter.
Ooh.
Let's go!
Ah! Ah! Is this the? Where are we exactly? Because those helmets.
This was the Siege of Mandalore.
Ah, so I was gonna say.
Hard ablaze by now.
You're a warrior now, as I trained you to be.
Is that all?
That's the thing. I think we need
Seeing you
more.
be everything I am. All the knowledge I possess. Just as I inherited knowledge from my master, and he from his. You're
I
part
miss
of
them all.
legacy.
But my part of that legacy is one of death and war.
But you're more than that.
Yeah, big
'Cause I'm
time.
more-
He was more than that too.
You are more Anakin. But more powerful and dangerous than anyone realized.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that what this is
It's
about?
fair.
If I am everything you are,
You've learned nothing.
don't say that.
Back to the
Get-
beginning.
She's afraid of being.
Choice. Live.
Oh! Hold on now.
Or die.
No. Anakin. This is not a good teaching method. Don't. Ah! Maybe he's making her face her fears though, because it kind of sounds to me like she's afraid if everything of him is in her, then maybe all the bad stuff is too. And maybe he's trying to make her face that. Whoa. Oh. 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 Uh-oh. Ugh. Ah! No! I do not appreciate him going Vader on her.
Time to die.
Whoa! Oh!
I choose to live.
Okay. All right. I think that's what he was trying to show you. Oh. And we're fading back to Anakin now. We're fading back to Anakin. Okay. That's what he wanted to show you. Good.
Yeah.
That's what I think she needed to. Oh, and he's gone. And he's gone. And he's gone. He just wanted to come out and show you one last thing. Because how could you not be carrying that with you? And how could he maybe not feel like it was his job to help relieve you of that burden? Oh, are we going back? Are we going back? And there's the rescue team.
We were hoping you could explain what happened.
She's the only one who... She had fallen already by then, but I think she can put it together pretty quickly. She's in a Chopper playing. Chopper's like, you can't get me. Ah.
I heard you fighting.
He could hear them. And the world between worlds.
Who are you fighting with?
Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you show Jason inside your starship?
I've been in a starship before.
A Jedi starship?
Come along. I'll show you the training room.
Ooh.
Training room in your starship? Will you train me?
Yep.
No.
You know how to build a lightsaber?
Yes.
Oh, heck yes.
No.
No.
She might have left an impression on it. Like a memory.
What is that?
And she knows what happened.
Took her with them. And she's alive.
Right. Then there's hope.
Yes.
Hope's all we got.
It's a fleet. They're on their way.
Eh,
I don't think they're coming to help.
they're not coming to help. Uh-oh! Indeed. What if Sabine left, like... would she, like, leave, like, maybe some kind of trail of breadcrumbs to help us? Huh? That sounds like a Purgle.
Do you have Morgan Elsbeth in custody?
No.
No.
Evidence of Imperial Remnant activity or of Grand Admiral Thrawn's return?
Yeah.
I'm afraid that the Senate Oversight Committee is going to determine if your command should be permanently suspended.
Oh.
You are going to need her testimony to help you. I'm sorry.
I feel like she cares more about this than she does about her post. I hate to say it, but Kanan was kind of right back when he had those reservations about getting involved with another sort of big machine. I know at the time we had the right call was to go with the rebellion, but I think this is what he was seeing. Hey! Wow, look at her new look. They are very majestic. They look amazing. Ezra had a connection with the Purgles. Can we be like, we're friends of Ezra's? Can you help us out?
Wish me luck.
Oh, we are. We're going out to have a chat. Oh, Yang's like, how did I get mixed up in all this? Oh man, her look is so like celestial. It's so awesome. I love it. I might have, now I'm gonna have to dress up Ahsoka Bear as Ahsoka the White. Hey. Whee! That is King Purgle.
I'm afraid that's classified information. In fact, you're gonna have to halt your approach to the planet until I receive confirmation that the General has indeed completed her mission.
Trying to hold him up with some of that same red tape.
Captain, the reason we are here is because there was no mission.
I respectfully disagree.
We're all on the same. Explain the nature of this mission, or I will see to it that you are stripped of your rank for resisting a direct order from Fleet Command.
Oh, he's like...
Okay, but you're not gonna believe me.
He'll explain, but yeah, it's look at the wonder.
Just like the stories you told me. How the whales took Ezra and the bad guys far, far away.
He saved us.
Yeah, I remember that. I was there. We were there. We remember that. If Ezra could do this, I feel like Ahsoka can as well. Especially now that she's, I feel like her perspective is refreshed. Is that? Is it opening it's opening its mouth. It's opening its mouth. Look at her. She's so much lighter. She's so much like, you could tell that meeting with Anakin, that lifted the burden off of her. It lifted the burden off of her. It finally got that closure.
You're certain they know where Sabine was taken?
I have no idea.
But
What?
it's a lead.
No idea.
Yeah, just gotta follow our hearts on this one.
It could
Let's-
go anywhere.
Exactly.
I know. That's better than going nowhere.
It's true. It is better to be somewhere than to be nowhere. The music.
Captain Gerard, this is General Syndulla. I'd move your fleet out of there if I were you.
You might want to back off. There's a bunch of big old Purgles coming your way. So now you can see that they were, we're just gonna go right around you. Just gonna graze you a little bit. It's all good. Just rubbing the Purgle belly on you a little bit. It's all good. Now, do you believe the story about the space whales? And about how the space whales are gonna take us to the faraway Neverland where Thrawn and Ezra and Sabine and all of them are? I hope now you understand.
Sorry you can't make the trip.
Okay.
All right. Jason's too young to travel between galaxies.
He's like, come on. Yeah, you will. We believe in you. Yep. No
I'd
doubt.
be with you.
And also with you. Here we go. Going to hyperspace. Jump in the old-fashioned way. And they're off. That's the end of the episode, isn't it? You guys. I love everything about that. I love every single god dang thing about that episode. Because what I thought we were going to get was maybe like a discussion. Maybe something directly addressing what transpired between the two of them. But here's the thing, you guys. If we know anything about the Force and the way that it works, it's that it often works, it's a little bit more like the way that you're going to speak if you're one with the Force. it will be less of a discussion and more of a demonstration. And I feel like that's what we got here. He wanted to show her firsthand how important it was, the way that she was, her outlook on everything, how important and how that was forged and why it was forged and how it's manifesting now. And instead of coming out and telling her that, he literally showed her. He showed her her early days in the Clone Wars, where the sadness, the loss, the destruction, the death was so overwhelming. And then he took her to the end of her, after she was already past her journey as a Jedi, to where she had, I think, fully come to comprehend that, and even what lies beyond the Jedi training, you know, the end of that story as we all knew it. We saw the beginning and the end there. And I feel like Anakin, he adjusted, just like he said. He adjusted to that. They were peacekeepers. Now they fight, and that's what they do. And that's, what else are you going to do? And that's not wrong. But at the same time, you know, I feel like Ahsoka, there's more to her, and there's more to being a Jedi than that. And I remember them addressing this. I feel like it was the episode with her and Barriss. I'm trying to remember when exactly it was. I can't really remember, but I remember there being this discussion about, like, kind of like, what is there going to be when the war is over? You know? Like, what does that look like? What do we look like without war? And I think what she's really seeing for the first time is how should this look without war? Because up to this point, she was forged in war. She went on to fight another war, and now she's trying to prevent another war. What does being a Jedi look like? What does the Force look like? What does Ahsoka look like without that? And that is what she had to discover. And he showed her. He showed her some of those pivotal moments. And I feel like deep down she has, because how could you? That's not something you just get past, you know? I feel like she has never fully come to terms with the fact that what he did, first of all, the choice he made, who he became, and how that affected her. Because it's got to be a lot to live with, knowing that you are so much like this person who caused a lot of chaos and grief and destruction and just, I mean, let's face it. Yeah, he was more than that, but there was a lot more good and there was a lot more bad. Because you know what? That's in all of us. And it's up to all of us to decide what we give power to. And what we give the most power to. And I feel like he, in doing that, as freaky as that was, and as awful as it was to have to see her fight Vader again, or in this case, like, well, I guess just really, really early Vader. Like pre-helmet, pre-lava. In doing that, he made her face her fears. And he kind of made her, he forced her to make that decision, which was the whole point the whole time. And as much as I would have loved to have gotten like a teary hug, I feel like this was even better. I will teary hug my Ahsoka bear enough for all of us. How's that? I feel like that was the realization that she needed, and he guided her to it. He truly gave her one last lesson. And he made sure that their last meeting wasn't the fight. And it wasn't saying goodbye during wartime. It was this. It was the two of them. Again. Oh, guys. That was good. That was really freaking good. I cannot believe they put us back in the Clone Wars. And it felt like it just did not miss a beat. And I know that, like, technically we've seen, it's not like we've never seen the Clone Wars live action, but, like, we were in it, you guys. We were in the show, but it was real. It was all perfect. He looked perfect. He sounded perfect. We had all the clones. Oh my God. We had Rex. Oh, guys. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm grateful. I am grateful. So that was phenomenal. I also want to say I really appreciated all the stuff we got with Jacen and Hera here. They're really, really driving home that Jacen is strong with the Force. But I love how it's kind of cute and quirky, but at the same time, there is sort of a genuine tragedy to when Huyang is like, no, I'm not gonna train you. No, I'm not gonna show you how to make a lightsaber, because you can tell in moments where like he was holding Sabine's helmet or he was talking about, you know, in that scene with Hera on the ship and everything, you could tell, like, there's gotta be a lot of trauma there. Like, he was around for how long? He didn't just see the Clone Wars, you guys. Like, he saw years and years and years, hundreds and hundreds, longer, I think, even. How long has he even been around? He's seen quite literally the bigger picture of like the beginning and end of all of this. And that's gotta make an impression. I don't know if he's been around since the beginning, but like he's been around a while. That's gotta make an impression to see it all go down the way that it did. I love Hera, and of course she would, because of course she knows how important this is, but I just love when people don't like belittle the kid character and they're like, okay, cool, it kind of seems like you have something there, let's go with that. And of course Hera would be that mom that like was just really understanding and just, I don't know, I just love that. I don't know how to like perfectly crystallize that, but it's the little things that I love. Oh God, guys, there's so much goodness in here. There's just so much goodness in here. And then, of course, we have all the stuff with Ahsoka turning, like, this is how she looked at the end of Rebels. Like, you could tell she really has been relieved of that burden. And maybe not even fully relieved, because, to be honest with you, there is no such thing as, like, forgetting all your trauma, getting over it. I think there is moving past it. I think there is reshaping it and using it in a different way. And I think that's what she's done here. And I can tell that, like, that closure, that lesson, that freed her. Her mind is open now. Whereas before, I feel like she was struggling a lot with not becoming Anakin, not going down that, maybe not even not becoming him, but not giving that part of her that was like him any more power than it needed to have. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? And I can just see that like her mind is really open now. And I know that the next time she sees Sabine, she is going to come at it from a whole different way. Just a whole different way. She got her last lesson as a Padawan. And also, I feel like a good lesson as a master, too. A great lesson as a teacher. She got a little bit of both. Okay, also, I just want to add, I already shut off the camera. I'm going to put this part back into my outro because I just cannot believe that I forgot to say it. But, like, that little girl playing little Ahsoka, oh my God. She was perfect. Somebody give her an award. She was phenomenal. Like, seriously. Oh my God. She was just absolutely amazing. Guys, I loved it. I could go on all day. I love this franchise. I love these characters, and I could literally just go on about them all day. I will not, for your sake, do that. But I think you could tell I really, really love the episode. I love everything they did here, and I'm going to carry this in my heart with me for a very long time, if not forever. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please, as we are in the last, 3 episodes, I think, of the show, 6, 7, 8, yeah. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.